All right, good evening, everyone. So sorry that I didn't complete the Pokemon that I was working on last week. I will complete it tonight and start a new line of Pokemon. 2 for 1 tonight. So the reason I couldn't complete the cockatiel Pokemon evolution last week is because Wednesday, when I was going to complete it, we were having internet outages in our area, and it was all happening like right around the time I usually stream, so that was really convenient. And the next day we had a power outage that didn't come back, and we didn't get power back until like past 7, and due to my day job I have to go to bed very early, so there was no way I was going to get that streamed on Wednesday or Thursday. And then on Friday I went out to dinner with my parents, and so that didn't get done last week. Saturday and Sunday I was resting. I was a big mess on Friday and Saturday because I was exercising and I strained a muscle in my back. I was jogging and I strained this lower muscle in my back called the rhomboid. And I've done this before where it's like super annoying. It's been so bad before that like basically my neck locks up for a few days and I can't turn my head to the left. Usually it happens to my left rhomboid, and so I become like Zoolander. I become unable to turn to the left for a few days. So I'm just healing from that, and I went walking and got blisters, several blisters on each of my feet on like Saturday, I think. So I'm kind of a mess right now, but I'm here. I'm drawing, and I'm here. I'm here for all of y'all, and I'm here, of course, for the Boyds, for the Burbs. Okay, so the final evolution. Oh, hold on. I've opened a new file. I need to open the actual Burb file. Here we go. So, when last we left off, we had Conductiel, the middle evolution, the cockatiel, the lightning electric cockatiel. You gotta love him. So, group all of that. Now we're gonna see what becomes of the final evolution. I think it's a great one. This one is called Circuitiel. Had to check if I was spelling that right. And this one is also flying electric type. So I went and I had the day off today because I went and got an allergy panel test done at the doctor, and they said it was going to take 30 minutes, but I ended up being there for like 2 hours for some reason. I don't know how it got to take that long, but it did. And what the hell? What just happened here? It's like it moved a bunch of stuff. Yeah, there we go. Lock it. Pop, lock, and drop it. While I'm at it. I'll lock this one. There we go. Okay. So yeah, I went in there at 10:30. I was expecting to be in there for like, an hour or 45 minutes, and I was there for like 2.5 hours. So the results were a little surprising, but mostly not. The main number one thing I am allergic to is grasses and tree pollen and weed pollen. And I was not surprised by that because I've always kind of known I had seasonal allergies. Let's see here. So, yeah, like, never ask me to mow your lawn because it will make my face explode. Having trouble deciding how to get this body just right. There we go. It's gonna be kind of a flying pose. The Budgerigard, the final evolution of my last Pokemon, was in like a standing position. This one's gonna be in like kind of a flying position. But yeah, so I already knew I was allergic to all that stuff. And then I thought all my life I was very allergic to cats because in the past I've had some unpleasant allergic reactions to cats. And it turns out I am only mildly allergic to cats. And that's kind of good because I think it means I could go over to our Matthew's aunt and uncle house and hang out with their cat and not be too strongly affected. I still have to do basically what I would do anytime I knew I was going over to a house with a cat anyways, which I would take antihistamines, just like my over-the-counter antihistamines, and then while I'm there, if I pet the cat, touch the cat, let it sit in my lap, I make sure that I never touch my face, and I wash my hands very thoroughly afterwards, and change clothes after handling the cat once I'm home. And these are just kind of things that I would already do before and after interacting with a cat. But it's like, it's nice to know that like I'm not gonna break out in rashes and watery eyes like so badly, not as badly as I thought. I'm not allergic to any foods. I'm not allergic to any materials like rubber or latex, which I never really thought I would be. Definitely. It was pretty cool. They put like 70 little pinpricks. What in the hell? Why does the eraser look like that? What happened to the little circle? What? Okay. That's obnoxious. What did I just do? Well, I guess I'm living with this now. I'll figure this out later. Maybe I'll just fix this for my next stream. Let's see. So yeah, I was yammering about my allergy panel. It was really cool. They pricked my back and my arm like 70 times First on my back to determine, like, in general what I am and am not allergic to. And then the second time on my arm, they tested the stuff that didn't react just to kind of do like a double check on those particular allergens. And I am still reacting to cat and to some degree dog, but very, very minorly. Not nearly to the degree that my body reacted to tree pollen, grasses, and weeds. Let's see. I'm probably gonna... I'm probably going to adjust that later. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Just make a general shape. I don't like that general shape. I don't like this. Why did the circle of the thing disappear? Because now I can't tell. Now I can't tell how big my brush is. Stupid. Who could work like this? Okay. I'm going to stop the recording and stop the stream real quick just to see if I can fix this, because this is like pretty bad. I'm going to put this up. Okay, I think I figured it out. Thanks for waiting. I've been Yes, oh my god. Somehow I had pressed the caps lock button, and apparently that takes away the size view. So we're learning things tonight. We're learning things tonight. I feel so silly. I done did that to myself. This body bigger. He's a round bean-shaped boy. My husband had a really great idea for a stream. He said I should go and find some of my favorite Instagram artists and make a tier list of like people who do cute stuff specifically. Like Mofu Sand and like some of the other ones that I follow. I should collect examples of their art and make a tier list. I mean, that'll be kind of hard though, because like I only follow the S tier. I only follow the S tier cute, but like I'm kind of intrigued. One of these nights, you know, I'm gonna do a tier list stream. Because it's not just cute artists I follow. I follow, like, oh gosh, what's his name? His name is Bailey something illustration. He's a tattoo artist from the UK, and he does kind of not safe for work tattoo art and illustrations of, like, hot naked babes making out with skeletons. I like skeleton art. Like, that's something you'll learn about me as this stream goes on. Like, I'm doing cute stuff now, but who knows? Maybe during October, I'll do Inktober, and I'll do like some spooky stuff. But yeah, I really like his stuff, but he would not score high on a cuteness tier. His stuff is like fun and sexy. High on the fun and sexy tier, very low on the cuteness tier. Oh, this is so difficult to get right. The way a bird's legs kind of be floppy when they're in flight. Kind of just... That's a mess. I also apologize. I think the last stream I did, where I did cockatiel, I was, so, like, I didn't know I would feel this way, but, like, I had taken a gummy, like, an edible gummy, not before, like, an hour before getting on, and I didn't realize it would affect me that strongly, because, like, you know, well, I did an experiment, now I know, and that was not professional of me to go under the influence like that before a stream, because then I ended up being so afraid that, like, I would ramble and sound crazy that I just hardly spoke at all that stream, so I'm very sorry. I still haven't uploaded it to YouTube yet for that reason, because I'm embarrassed by it. Maybe I should upload it for continuity's sake, but that explains why it's like that, and I'm very sorry that it is. And I will not do that again. We're learning, like, do you know, tonight is a night of learning things. Learning about, learning that Emily cannot hold an engaging conversation and draw at the same time on stream whilst under the effects of a gummy. So, yeah. How did I have this in my sketchbook? It's like this. My husband and I started watching a new show on Netflix. Well, it's not, I don't think it's new to Netflix, but it's new to us. It's called Arcane. And for anybody who doesn't know, like, I kind of wasn't totally aware, it's based on League of Legends characters and the world of the games. I've never played League of Legends, but my husband used to play it a lot, and so he knows, like, all the lore, all the characters. He was telling me, like, who's who, and it is a really gorgeous show. Like, wow. It's 3D animated, but everything looks like a gorgeous tonal digital or oil painting. Absolutely beautifully animated and rendered, every single part of it has beautiful, sumptuous colors and detail. I'm really impressed. If you haven't seen that show yet, I highly recommend it. Oh my gosh. And there's another show that we watched a while ago, but we were waiting for like new episodes to come around, and they're finally come around again. It's a Chinese action cartoon called Scissor 7. That show is so irreverent and delightful, and I love the way it's animated. It's like you could call it anime, but it's not, because for one it's Chinese, and two, it doesn't look like traditional anime. It looks very obviously like anime inspired, but it's not anime. It's just Chinese action cartoon. It's made by a Chinese animation studio, produced by Netflix, and it is absolutely delightful. It's action packed. It's got humor. It's really, really cool. It's animated in that kind of like, I don't know how you describe it. It's the best way I can describe it is like it's sloppy. Which doesn't sound flattering to say, but it's not. It feels sloppy, but it isn't sloppy, if that makes sense. Like, it feels like sometimes the outlines are kind of like sketchy looking, and they play fast and loose with like anatomy during fight scenes, and I really enjoy that style. I think that style is like, you see it in some episodes of like Samurai Champloo, where like feet are made small, and like the foreshortening on certain scenes is like pushed to the max. And some people don't like that style, because I guess it doesn't have that like clean, neat look that most other anime has. It doesn't feel like a page out of a manga, you know? It feels frenetic and chaotic, and that's kind of why I like it. Like, it feels so full of life. Sometimes that's really refreshing when you want to see that, versus what you typically get in animes where it's like, this is a still face where only the mouth moves and people are talking for like minutes on end. But for the action scenes, like that's where you really need something like that. And this is a fabulous, fabulous show. I think I can improve the look of this wing. So those are two shows that I'm recommending here and now on Netflix. Arcane and Scissor 7. Absolutely wonderful shows. Great story, great animation, gorgeous to look at. You will not be disappointed. Now, this eye is supposed to look more badass. Almost done with this sketch here. Cheek spot. Yeah. You know what's wrong with this? It's too far to the side. It's too far in profile. I'm so silly. I can't believe I just had the caps lock button on and that was making it hide this little circle. This is so important to have. It shows you how big your pen or eraser is that you're working with at the moment. I guess I could see somebody like who's really comfortable with what they're doing not needing that, but like, geez. I need that. Alright, that looks a little better. I think I even wanted to... I learned a fun fact while I was researching for this project, for this cockatiel project. So, cockatiels are like budgies in that they are native to Australia. But they are the only species in their genus, and their scientific name is something like, I don't remember the whole scientific name, but it has the word nymphetica or something like that. It has yeah, let me look that up real quick. Nymphicus hollandicus, because, okay, that's because when the first colonists from England arrived in Australia and saw these birds, they thought they were so beautiful that they named them after forest nymphs. And I think they're named hollandicus after, like, I don't know, some European dude who, like, researched them or something, I don't know. That's not the important part. Or it was, like, there was some part of Australia where they were discovered that was called, like, Holland Island or something like that. But mainly they're called Nymphicus hollandicus because the early settlers thought they were so beautiful that they were like forest nymphs. I thought that was pretty cool. When I was trying to decide what to name these Pokemon evolutions, I played around with the idea of, like, including a nymph something, or fairy something in the name, but that would have kind of implied that, like, these were fairy type Pokemon, and I wasn't going for that. I was going for electric type. Yeah, let's add the little claws. We're just about ready to start inking. Okay, clean up some of this here. Make sure everything looks just right. I like drawing wings. It's fortunate that I like to draw birds, because I like to draw wings too. They're just nice. They're satisfying, you know? To look at the wings I draw, and I like to imagine, like, oh yeah, I could fly on those. All right. That's looking good. That's looking ready. Good, good, good. Yes. I'm petting the line a little here, but it's because I want these outer feathers to have a certain thickness. Trying to be down with the thickness. Yeah. Electric types are actually my favorite type of Pokemon. I know it's surprising it's not flying type. But I've just always loved electric type Pokemon. So if I saw a Pokemon like this, I'd be like, I gotta have that. If I was playing the game and I saw an electric flying type, something that's electric type is a cool looking bird and can learn fly, that I'm going to be all over that. That would be such a great Pokemon to have. It's good against grass. It's good against fighting. It's good against water. Like, it's good. It's got an inherent advantage over 2 of the 3 kinds of starter. I don't know about fire. I think it's just kind of like whatever to fire. It's immune to ground. Double immune to ground attacks. Because it's a flying type. And then... well, it's not double immune to ground, but it's immune to ground because it's flying, and those don't get affected by ground type moves. And I guess its attacks wouldn't be effective on ground types, but I mean, just don't take it into a ground type fight, you know? Know your type advantages, and don't get caught with a Pokemon that can't do the job. Don't make them fight in a fight they can't win. Be a good trainer, you know? Don't throw your Bulbasaur at a Charizard and expect to win. I should make a grass type bird Pokemon. Because I love grass types. That's like my third favorite type. I think my second favorite type is actually ground type Pokemon. I love how solid their moves are, you know? Like, you can really wreck someone's shit with a ground type Pokemon. They're capable of attacking, like all across the field. Like, they've got attacks like Earthquake that, like, aren't really dependent on accuracy. So, like, if they keep throwing sand in your face, just make an Earthquake. They can't run from that. They can't dodge that. They're strong against Poison type, which I've always thought was weird, but, like, oddly enough, a pretty good thing to have. Because you don't want to get caught stuck out, you know, fighting against a poison type and then lose slowly because they just poison you. Like, that's what a way to go, you know? Get you a ground type. Get you a Sand Slash. Get you a Tyranitar. I think that's a ground type. I love those ones. Get you a... What's that donkey one from Pokemon Sun and Moon? Mudbray. I love that thing. Or Mudsdale. Yeah, I love me a good ground type. They're my second favorite type. And then my first favorite type is, of course, electric. How could I make a ground type bird Pokemon? That would be interesting. It'd have to be a flightless bird. It would have to be like... It would have to be like the kiwi or the kakapo or something. I might as well actually make a Pokemon based on those because those are also birds found in like Australia, New Zealand, Oceania, if I'm not mistaken. And it's like this Pokemon region that I'm making is kind of shaping up to be that, you know? Oh, like I might as well add that to the menagerie. It would fit right in. It would fit right in this region I'm creating. I've never been to Australia. I don't really know a lot about Australia except for, like, I love these birds. But yeah, like, why not just add more onto it? All right, I'm pretty pleased with this line art. I think I see a couple areas for improvement. This is going to be a bit longer stream than usual because I'm finishing up this evolutionary line and then I'm going to start the next one. I'm excited to show you guys that one. You guys are going to be like, what? What are you cooking? What is this? What are you cooking up now? What's in that crazy? What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay. I love that. All right. I think this is one of those times where this is on, right? Yeah. I think this is one of those times where the Pokemon, when it evolves, it just turns all yellow. Just totally yellow, you know? Just a bright, beautiful yellow. Yeah, I like that color. This doesn't have any smoothing. No. Start with a yellow base, and then I think some parts can be changed to be not as yellow or like a different yellow. What else? Oh, so there's a Shaman King anime on Netflix as well, and my husband and I watched a little of that. I remember reading like a little bit of the Shaman King manga in Shonen Jump issues back in the way long ago times when Emily was in middle school, and it was good. I don't think my husband liked it as much as I did. Like, I would watch more of this. I thought it was pretty good, but it was really funny because there were a lot of like, I guess there. I hope these were animation mistakes and not intentional, because there were moments where like certain characters' heads were really small and certain characters' hands were really large. And I was like, last time I checked, this story wasn't a yaoi. That was ridiculous. It was like distractingly funny. Oh my gosh. It still doesn't compare to like the totally not a mistake and actually very intentional artistic decisions of Darling in the Franxx. Like, I couldn't watch anymore when they showed the main character in a practice robot that had like a fake rubber woman's butt in it, because, you know, as you know, in that anime, it takes a man and a woman to pilot one of the mech robots, because it's a metaphor for romance and sex and coupling, and and like he couldn't partner with anybody, or like he didn't have a partner yet or something, and so instead of like, you know, to practice, instead of just like finding a partner to practice with, he was just in this like mech with a fake rubber ass in it. It was ridiculous. I was like, what the fuck? How is no one memeing on this? How is no one talking about this? I didn't like that show for like a lot of reasons, mostly because it was like really, really boring and the characters were unlikable, but like that fake rubber ass, no. that was like the nuke the fridge moment for me. I was like, I can't. It's not far into the series either. It's like, I want to say episode 2 or 3. I was like, is this a joke? This has to be a joke, right? Homeboy is just practicing on a fake rubber ass, and no one's talking about it. Huh. Alright, I think it would be really cool if this bird had like deep blue eyes. It's messy. Now, oh, I know. I want to go back in and make this white. Like, he's not totally yellow, but he's yellower than his previous evolutions. I don't know if I mentioned this in my previous streams for this evolution line, but so the lore of this Pokemon is it starts to build up electric charge in its body, and you can see that as it matures and grows by how much the head feathers stick up. And so as it grows, the head feathers just stick up more and more and more. Let's see. I wanna... Yeah. Ooh, yeah. That's so pretty. I like that. And I can do it into the wings too. Yeah. Ooh, and then yeah, this is gonna look badass. You know, to show his maturity, he's got some more complex feathers going on up here. More complex colors. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I actually don't totally remember the color for the feet. There we go. Pink Pete's. That's what he's got. Oh, this should be what? Oh yeah, look at that. I want this Pokemon. I want this Pokemon so bad. I would make it learn fly and then have it fly me places and smite things from the sky. Oh. I gotta do some lightning bolts here. It's not quite done yet. A separate layer. Good. Oh man, I made that messy too. This looks like Dookie. Oh no. Oh, I didn't mean to do all that. Hold on. Redo. Okay, yeah, got a little lost in the weeds there. Ooh, yeah. He's practically a legendary over here. All right. Let's see something. Okay. Nice. Ooh. I love it. Yes! I would catch this Pokemon. Googly, moogly. Now to arrange them all. This is gonna have to, I'm probably gonna have to resize some things. Scribblet. Oh no, oh no. This is annoying. All right. I'm gonna rearrange some things. Make things a little neater here. Oh. Jesus. Yeah. Display Scrumlet, please. Oh, for Pete's sake. There we go. I think actually I'll arrange this more like how I had my old sheet. It'll frickin'... Maybe I won't do that. Having trouble fitting everything in here. There we go. Okay. There. It is bigger than the other evolutions, but for the purposes of fitting them all in this page. This has been made smaller. All right, we are almost done here. You know what? I was going to do I was going to start the next one tonight, but since I'm already at an hour, I think it would be better if I started it tomorrow, and then that way I can do a full 3 days of streaming this week, because the next Pokemon evolution that I'm going to do is based on the Indian ringneck parrot, and it's only got two Pokemon in its evolution line. So I think for the sake of time, I promise I will deliver that tomorrow. But for now, I think this is all I can do tonight, is complete this sheet. And then tomorrow start the next one. Okay, Scrimlet is still scrimmed up in the corner here. Jeez, that's so annoying. All right, there we go. This is the one that I did while I was on, while I had eaten that CBD gummy. And I'm very sorry to anybody who did see this stream tonight. That was an abysmal stream. As you can see, like chatting wise, that was terrible. And as you can see, I think this is a little less quality line work than these other two. So I will never do that again. You will have only clean and sober streams from me for now on. All right. So that does it for me this evening. I'm really sorry that I'm not going to start, I should say, the new Pokemon tonight, but I will start the new Pokemon tomorrow. Absolutely. And thank you for the new follow this week that I just realized I have. Legend of Pupper, you are a legend to me. Thank you. I hope I can deliver good streams for you. And so with that, I bid you good night, and I hope you have a pleasant evening.